This is my review for What the Golf for Nintendo Switch. I have a physical copy here. This is a limited edition copy from im8bit.com. I think they're sold out of these, but you can still buy it on Amazon and, of course, on the Nintendo eShop. It's surprisingly fun. I thought it was going to be kind of a basic golf with friends kind of game, but it was actually really good. Like, it's a puzzle game. It's a puzzle game that's kind of sort of golf themed. It's a physics engine game about, getting the right angle at the right power. But there's lots of exploding barrels and cars and cats and toasters and stuff. There's just stuff. There are outer space levels where gravity's all wonky and planets affect the curve of the ball, so you can kind of like make it so that the ball like arcs into an S as it gets pulled into the gravitational field of each planet, and it's just got such a cool. It's so fun. It's a really, really fun game, and the music is really good, and the sound effects are great. I love this game. I think can't believe I didn't play it sooner. It's actually really, really good. I cannot stress that enough. As far as graphics go, let's go down the agenda here. Let's go to graphics first. Let's talk about graphics. It's a very flat color scheme. They make it work. Very low polygons, very simplistic. Everything is very simple. There are only one or two character models for each thing. If there's a cat, there's only one model for that cat. It's different sizes, but it's the same model over and over again. It's not too demanding. It's perfect for the Nintendo Switch. Let's go with something more like, I'm going to kind of give it a lowish score at 6.5. 6.5 for graphics, just because it's nothing groundbreaking. Okay? As far as gameplay goes, this is where I give it a 10 out of 10. This is just a hilarious and fun game. There are dad jokes, there are golfing stuff, there's just like wacky, weird stuff happens. It's so fun. I'm at 10 out of 10 gameplay. Audio, I'm going to give it an 8. There's no spoken dialogue. There's a little bit of text. But the music is good. The sound effects are good. There's lots of explosions. Nothing super high definition. So I'm going to give it good, but not great at an 8. Story-wise, okay, there isn't really... I mean, there's kind of a story. The story is that you're a golf ball. And you have to... You're moving through something called the Golf Lab, and it's basically the Golf Lab has a computer that is trying to make golf better because golf sucks, and it wants to make golf better and more fun. So you go through these lab experiments of different functions of golf. Like I said, outer space, or golf with explosions, or golf with cars, or golf with just different variables of gravity, or sometimes sticky. Sometimes your golf ball is sticky and sticks to the walls. Sometimes there's portals. There was a super hot themed level where like time would stop unless you were moving. But like I said, the story was just kind of like thrown together. But that's not why you play this game. You play it for the gameplay. Story-wise, it gets a 6. Unfortunately. Brings the game to 7.625. I'm going to round that up to 8. This one goes all the way to 8. I could stick at 7.5. I could maybe even stick with 7, but this one goes to 8. It's that good. The gameplay is that good. If I give the gameplay like an 11, which obviously I can't do, it would be 7.85. So yeah, it'd be much closer to 8. So I'm gonna say 8. This is a fantastic game. It's great. It's fairly cheap. I think the physical copy costs a little bit more, but definitely worth your time. There's lots to explore in each and every hole. Not only do you beat it the first time, but you can beat it the second time to get par, which means you have to do it in a certain number of strokes. And then there's a third thing where you have to get a crown for that level, and you have to complete a totally different challenge on the same map. Sometimes it's move all the cars, sometimes it's blow up all the barrels, sometimes it's move all the trees. All sorts of cool challenges. Fun, quirky, surrealistic, kind of a Salvador Dali of golf.